Hey everyone, we're going to look at changing the tune on my car today. Currently it has a tune of unknown origin. It's quite a loud tune, it's quite a fast tune, but I want to make some changes and I can't do it without actually changing the tune. Now I've never done this before, so I'm looking at using the Mhd tuning software. And the process that I've read is that we need to make sure that we tune it back to stock and then we can tune it forward from there. So my plan is we're going to tune the car back to its stock form, and then we're going to install the MHD stock tune after that. So take it for a drive and see how that goes, and then after that's all completed and everything looks okay, then we're going to then put some stage 1 tune on it, see how that goes. And the MHD software these days actually has the ability to do multi-tune, so we might even look into that in the future. So the first thing we need is a Mhd Wireless Adapter, which goes into the, sorry about the crows, there's lots of crows around my area and they're going to decide that now is the time for them to have a bit of a chin wag. So we just plug it into the OBD2 port and we turn the vehicle on. So now it is on, and I also have the battery on a charger. Now they recommend that, and I think it was a fallback from when they had the cable going in and it would drain the battery because it would take about 15 minutes or so to flash the car. Now with the wireless it's a lot quicker, it should only take 4 minutes, but on the safe side I'm just going to make sure the charge is on and it's just got a trickle charge happening right now. So the next thing we're going to do is I've got MHD software here on my phone, and I'm going to put an overlay of what I'm seeing on my phone so that you can see it as well. We are going to connect to the MHD. So we just choose MHD and wait for it to connect. Done. Once we've got that, there we go, no internet access, that's good. We start the MHD software. Now we'll go into codes and make sure that we are connected and we can read the codes. So right now you can see that it's got some codes on there. The codes for the exhaust flap activation line disabled, that's because I have a M Performance exhaust on here and it doesn't have any exhaust flaps, so it's always open. And the other one I see is the drive safety function acceleration reduction. No idea, but we can clear those, but I'm not even going to bother clearing those. What we're going to do now, this is the first time I've ever done it, so hopefully everything goes well. We're going to go to stock and we're going to go flash back to stock, and it's going to connect, and then it says here battery charger is recommended and that it's going to do a long right. So here we go, there's no turning back after this. So we go long right, so it's contacting the DME, it's preparing the map file, communicating. You'll see that lots of flashes are coming up. The Christmas trees have it's raising the sections, it's raising everything, going back to stock. So we've got 2 minutes left now. I'm going to be honest, I was very nervous about doing this, having not done it before and not knowing what the tune on it was before, but everything I read said that it should be fine, so let's just go through that process. Now the car with the previous tune on it, it had 378.5 wheel horsepower. Now that was a custom tune of unknown origin, and it was quite fast. Some people were saying it's like a stage 1 tune for these cars, so that's great. We can now move forward and try to do some different tunes. MHD provides some off-the-shelf tuning, which is stage 1 and stage 2. There's a stage 2 plus, but you need a high pressure fuel pump from the TU engine, which I don't have in this, and maybe at some point in the future I might change it over, and it's a fairly quick and easy changeover, but it's also an expensive part to buy, so that will take me some time to save up. So it looks like here we're at 25%. I'm just going to put the camera into fast forward mode, so you don't have to be sitting here for 2 minutes. So we'll be right back after that. Okay, as we get closer, we're about 85% through now. I just realized that the previous videos I had watched about how to do this also recommended that you turn the air conditioning, so all the climate control, everything off, and the lights off and everything. I think that might have been to do with battery saving, but one thing they also said is don't close doors after you've started, don't touch any buttons, don't make any changes within the vehicle. So I noticed that I have the climate control still on. I'm not going to touch it, so we'll just see where that goes. So here we are, we're at 94%. We're going to be hopefully finishing soon, and there we go, erasing section 3. Seconds to go. We should see some more beeps, or more lights flashing and some beeps, but we may not. 5 seconds to go, and then that's it. The next thing that they ask you to do is, after it's restarted, no, now it's coding. Okay, interesting. So it does the wipe, I guess, or the flash. Now it's coding it. It says it's 100% done with 0 seconds left, and it's just sitting there doing some things. You can hear things going on, some beeping. The car has turned itself off, and now it's asking you to wait 30 seconds. I'm actually going to wait a little bit longer than 30 seconds. But what we can see is that the write time to flash from an unknown tune to the stock tune took 4 minutes and 9 seconds. So that's not too bad at all. We still see that there's some lights and things happening on the dash. We're going to wait another 30 seconds, and then we're going to do its first startup. So hopefully, if all has gone well, then I'll be able to start my car, and we might get its first cold start, because I haven't started this car at all today, with the stock tune. I also have the cold start on the previous tune, which was really loud. So what I will do is I'll play the previous tune's cold start, and then I will play the new cold start with the stock tune. So we will see you again very shortly. Okay, so I'd actually forgotten to press record when I did the first cold startup after getting the stock tune. So we're just going to do it again. Spoiler alert, it's no different. Okay, so now we've flashed back to the stock tune. As you heard, there's no difference in the way that the startup happens. Now that's something I can probably have a look into the MHD software and see if that makes any difference for us. But what I want to do now that we've flashed it back to stock, is go into the codes and read the DME codes, and let's see what it says. Good, we know that the exhaust flap is disconnected, so I'm not worried about that. That error for the throttle has gone away, which is really good. And now we have no other active codes, so we can have a look through here, and everything looks as it did before. So I think I might want to go just for a drive, just to see the difference that the stock tune makes to what I had previously. I should be able to notice some power difference. Okay, I'll join you back soon when I'm out for a drive. Hey everyone, here we are. Just going for its first drive when I have taken it back to the stock tune. Just going to have a little bit of a drive around. What I have noticed is that the sports displays have defaulted back to the default values. When I had the previous tune, this was going up to somewhere around 500 or 600 on the kilowatts, and then the torque was like 700 or 800, which was its maximum, I think, or even higher than, I can't remember. Maybe I can find a video of it showing it in the past, but now it's just sitting at the stock 320 max and 560 newton meters. The car drives alright, so no complaints there. I'm really glad that everything worked out how it should. Just going to let it warm up a little bit and then try the different modes again. I know it had very aggressive and loud cracks and pops when you're in sport mode, so we'll just see if that's still the case now. Yep, so we'll be back once it's a bit warmer. Okay, so let the engine warm up a bit, the transmission's warmed up a bit, just driving around for a bit. Car drives pretty much like it did before. I've only tried Comfort and Eco Pro mode, and they feel very similar, although it does feel like it's not as responsive or not as powerful, can we say, as previously. And what we'll do is just throw it into sport mode. I just want to test out the burbles. And they're there, but they're not as pronounced as they used to be. Still got plenty of power. Yeah, so they don't go for as long. They're very short, distinct burbles. So they're not as per the previous tune, which is expected. So that's something you can actually tune into the car as part of your tuning options. So we will be getting into doing a bit of that shortly. I'm just going to put it into Sports Plus mode and just give it a little bit of a stab as we go off the lights, just to see what that's like. And as expected, pretty good. So that's goes just like it used to. And I lost my glasses off my head when I did that. It still kicks you back. So as a stock car running a catalyst downpipe, a pod filter and a M Performance exhaust, it's got plenty of up and go in its stock form. So the next thing we're going to look at doing is changing the tune. So we'll put a MHD stage 1 tune on it, and then we'll go from there. So I will probably leave that for another video. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. See ya.